Okay, good evening all. So we have discussed about computer networks last day, and we just learned what is a computer network and why computer networks are there. Actually, there were two purposes. One is for resource sharing, the other one is for communication. We just learn about that. Then we learn about the devices. Under the devices, we have learned about different devices, network interface card, and then we learn about router, switch, modem, uh, then yes, NIC, and different devices. We have learned about them as well. And then cable connection and wireless connection, we learn about the technologies. Then actually today what we need to do is we have to experiment on the like software based things like file sharing, server implementation, what is client, what is server. These things we need to explore. Right. So before we begin, I would like to emphasize on this client server networks. So what is a client server network? Let's learn about that quickly. So is this the September note? No, this is July note, sorry. The September note is this for grade 9. Okay, here, please write down this. We are going to learn about this client server technologies. And okay. So did we write down this note last day? Client server networks? No, I guess, right? Lakshya?
No. So in the tute it included.
Yeah, it in the tute it is there, right? Okay, let's learn about client server technology or client server networks. What are these client and server networks? In client server networks, basically, this network has two components. One is client component. And the other one is server component. Client component is basically focusing about service consuming. Server component is focusing about service delivery. Service consumer and service provider. Service consumer and service provider. Service provider need to be a powerful machine which can provide simultaneous service. Not just a powerful machine. So it should be able to provide a simultaneous service. What is simultaneous? Simultaneous means same time, right? Simultaneous service means same time. Same time should be able to provide service to many clients. So let's say Google, we are accessing Google server. The Google should not deny. Google should not display a message saying, hey, this time Dasun is accessing Google. Lakshya, please come again later. After Dasun finish, I will give you the service. Google will not say that, never say that. So then, so let's say Tihan is accessing yahoo.com and yahoo.com is prompting message to someone else, maybe Rovinu, saying, Rovinu, please come back later. Currently, Tihan is accessing yahoo.com. It's never doing that. So simultaneously, you can access that. Lakshya can access that. Nadun can access that. I can access that. Imed can access that. So anyone can access simultaneously. That is possible. So that is the power of server. Server provides simultaneous service. Whereas the client is the consumer. Consumer is not concerned in how the server provides service. Consumer anyway needs the service. Actually, both server and client use special software programs or application software to access the services. Today's example, I'm going to show you a simple example using a simple web page. I think you know a little bit of HTML because you have learned about HTML in your grade 8. If you have not, so just you need to learn that again in grade 9 now. So actually we are about to start grade 8 HTML. If you have not learned, please come to grade 8 class as well. You can come for free. Then you can learn about HTML, right? Next week, we will be starting HTML lesson in grade 8. So in the next day, please come to grade 8 class 2 if you don't know about HTML. But if you know HTML, that is okay. Okay, let's do this very quickly. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to implement a server using my computer. Then I'm going to access this service using a client. Client is my mobile phone. Let's do that now. Okay, as the server, I'm using MAM server. if you want to implement the similar server environment in your computer, what you need to do is you have to download a software bundle called SAM. SAM, or there's another one called WAM. WAM, Windows, Apache, MySQL, PHP for WAM. SAMP is any operating system, Apache, MySQL, PHP, and Perl. Right? No need to know about that technologies much, but just go to Google and search SAMP server or WAMP server, SAMP or WAMP, then download it. MAMP is for Mac, LAMP is for Linux, and WAMP is for Windows. Just download if you have enough data, and if you have space, please download that, then we can configure a server there. After downloading, I have to start the service. I have already started the service here. Now I can stop it because yeah, I have already started. Once started, what I can do is I can discover my address, network address, that is basically called IP address. To discover that, I can go to the terminal and type ifconfig. If you need to discover your IP address, you can go to your command prompt and type ipconfig. So let's do that first. Who's going to share the screen? Can anybody share the screen, please? Bihari, do it quickly. Okay, Tihan. Go to the command prompt, please. There, please type ipconfig. ipconfig without any spaces, without any spaces. Right, now you can see there are some information displayed, and go to the last line. Yes, this in your case, your IP address is given in right, the previous one. So I think you are connected to Wi-Fi, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you can see wireless LAN adapter or Wi-Fi address, which is above this line. And can you see IP version 4 address there? That address is 192.168.8.100. Can you see that? Yes, that is your IP. So please remember your IP is 192.168.8.100. That is your IP. And your router IP is, yes, 192.168.8.1. Actually, you can cross-check that because router is also having a small server running inside that. Therefore, you can connect to the router. So if you go to your web browser, please go to the web browser. And then please type the IP address. But before the IP address, please write http colon, then // Right, press enter, and then you will be navigated to the router interface. Actually, if you know the credentials, you can log in. There is a small web server running on the router. That is why you can go to that as a website. This is your router's address. If in your computer also, if there is a web server running, you can type your IP address in the browser. So your IP address was 8.100, right? Okay, when you type that, you will be getting a result, but in this case, you don't have any server running on your computer, any web server, no web server in your computer. Therefore, you will get empty result. But can you download WAMP quickly? Or if you have SAM, right? Can you start? Yes. But here is a small thing, Tihan. In your web server, it is not running on the default port. It is running on 8080. Therefore, you have to write after this colon and then 8080. Okay, then now you can see, Tihan Fernando, your web server is working. Right, done. You have web server running in your computer and it's working. So this is how you see that. So if you connect to your mobile phone, you can type the same IP address in your mobile phone and access this service. Same IP address or same address. This is address of your computer now. But when you connect to your mobile phone, you can type the IP address or address of your computer and access this service. That is the wonderfulness of this network services. These are client server services, and your computer is acting as a server as well as client. When you are in the browser, ඔයාගේ web browser එකේදී ඔයා client. හරි, ඔයාගේ මේ software එකේදී ඔයා server. ඒතර ඔයාගේ computer එකේම තමයි server එක තියෙන්නේ, ඔයාගේ computer එකම තමයි client වෙන්නේ. Your computer is the server and same time your computer is the client. But if you are connecting using your mobile will become the client. Okay, let's see this example in some other machine too. Who else wish to share the screen? So if you wish to share the screen, that is better. If you know nothing, that is even more better, right? Even better. මොකුත්ම දන්නේ නැත්නම් ඒක ඊටත් වැඩිය හොඳයි. දන්නකොටත් ටිකක් දන්නකොට කමක් නැහැ. දන්නකොට ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා. හැබැයි දන්නේම නැත්නම් හොඳටම තේරුම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ හින්දා දන්නේම නැති කෙනෙක් ෂෙයා කරනවා නම් වැඩිය හොඳයි. Can anybody share? No one is interested, seems, right? කවුරුත් කැමති නැහැ නේද ඉගෙන ගන්න. අපරාධනේ පුතේ පන්තියේ. Can anybody share, please? Hello. I'm talking to you guys.
I don't have the software with me.
No, that is not a thing, no? That is not a problem. You can install the software. If you have connection, you can install the software. If you don't have the connection, you can forget about that. Doesn't matter. Still, you can share the screen. I can teach you some concept at least, not the entire concept, at least some concept. Okay, then no one is interested. So shall I cancel the session? We have done this practical in Sinhala medium class. I think the English medium class students are not interested in learning this practical. Therefore, we can cancel it out. You have 1 minute. Decide it. Do you need to do this or not? I can do this, of course. In my machine, I can do this. But okay, this is Nadun's computer. Nadun has also installed this software. Actually, the thing is that actually Tihan, Nadun, both of you, I think you have done a teen programming course with us. So one of the requirements in teen programming is hosting a web server. So therefore, you have learned that. That is why they are presenting. අනිත් අය බය වෙන්න එපා. ඒගොල්ලෝ කොහොමද දන්නේ කියලා. ඒගොල්ලෝ එක ඊට අමතරව යාලා තව සමහරට process කරන්න නැති. ඒ වගේ ඒගොල්ලෝ දැනගෙන තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ අපේ ටීම් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකක් කරා. ඊට අමතරවත් මොන හරි යාලා process කරන්න නැති. ඒ වගේ යාලා දැනගෙන තියෙනවා. අනිත් අය බය වෙන්න එපා. අනිත් අයට ඕන නම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් පන්තියේදී ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. At least try to learn in the class itself. Lakshya, what about you? So you are not interested in learning this? Hello? Lanindu? Rovinu? No.
Sir, it is still downloading.
Okay. Doesn't matter. You can share while downloading. You can share. Lakshya, you can share the screen. So what's going with you? Doesn't matter. Your mic is not working. That is not a problem. No, you can share the screen. Screen and mic are not related to each other. Okay, go to your, you have to download in macOS, you have to download MAMP in macOS. Mac Apache MySQL PHP. That is MAMP for Mac. No, don't download the Pro version. Pro version you need to pay. Just download just cancel it and you need to download the free version. So please download the free version, MAMP, not the Weaver. Go down further. iPad and MAMP Weaver. No, not that. Older MAMP and MAMP Pro versions. Older MAMP and MAMP. No, that is also provided. Yeah, click on MAMP. This is the version that you need to download. Okay, click that and MAMP and MAMP Pro කියලා තියෙන එකට යන්න. කමන්නේ දෙකම තියෙනවා. M1 ද තියෙන. Right, okay. Try now. Save it. Pro version, of course, you can uninstall later. Okay, it will take some long. So if you want to check the IP address, go to the terminal. Go to the terminal, cancel it. No need to download Namo, that is not needed. There you can type ifconfig. Ifconfig, that is for the Mac OS, ifconfig. if, no E, E is not there, ifconfig. IPconfig in Windows and ifconfig is Mac or Linux. Press enter. Press enter. Okay, then you can see a lot of these details there. Out of that, where's your IP address? Can you scroll up a bit? Further, scroll up to the, no, still I cannot see that. Scroll up. Here you can see this is, so here's your IP address. A lot of connections are there. All right, okay, here. This is the INET address here. That is your IP address, okay. Let me show my one also. My IP address is this. My IP address is this. You can see here, INET 192.168.1.4. When there is a server running on my IP, I can just move to that address and see. And you can see it works because there is a server running on my IP address. Actually, if I connect using my mobile, let me connect using my mobile phone. Now going to connect using my mobile phone. And share my mobile phone screen. And then when I access Google Chrome, I can also type here. I can type that IP address which is belongs to me 192.168.1.4. When I type that, you can see it works, will come there. Right here, it works, will be listed or come there. So that is how my mobile phone is acting as a client, and same time my laptop is acting as a server. Actually, my laptop has MAMP server running, so that server can facilitate this. So let me write small page, very small page, and save it into this. First of all, I will write very small page, and I will only say hello world, and background color is sky blue. Let me save file, save as. I'm going to save this in applications folder, and there is MAMP. In your case, Pute, you can access a C drive SAM. CSAM folder is C drive, SAM folder is your location. My location is application folder MAM. Inside that, there's a folder called htdocs. Inside that, I'm going to create a file called grade9, folder called grade9. In that, I'm going to save that as index.html. Please remember the name. That is index.html. That name should be given. I'll tell you the reason later. Okay, after naming that as index.html, you can save this. So let's replace this, and then let me go to my client interface. Actually, my computer is a server and client both. මගේ computer එක server එකක් තියෙනවා, MAMP server එකක් තියෙනවා. මේ browser එක Google Chrome browser එක client කෙනෙක් විදියට වැඩ කරනවා. එතකොට client විදියට මම මෙතනින් ඉල්ලනවා I need the page with 8888 port and the folder name is grade9 G9, and you can see blue color web page and hello world is listed. Blue color එකක hello world page. එතකොට මම ඒකම access කරා if I am using the same URL in my mobile. So let me share my mobile phone screen, and this time I'm going to access that URL in my browser 192.168.1.4 http://192.168.1.4:888/grade9g9. Enter, and you can see the blue color web page. It works. Oh, hello world. Yes, hello world, and the blue color web page that is listed there. And the more interesting thing is you can share resources in the network that we learn now. How to share resources. Actually, let's say you have a folder or file. Okay, this grade 8 PDF document. If I want to share this, I can copy this file. This is to make it easier. You can keep in the location and save it, share it. But just to make it easier, I'm going to my application folder and the MAM folder. In my MAM folder, I'm going to access this htdocs. Inside that, the G9. I'll paste this. And here I'm going to set a link to that. href equal the file name grade1-.pdf. Let's say download PDF. Right, if I do this, actually without even having internet, it is possible to me to access that web page and download that resource. It will not consume internet, right? Internet මේකට යන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. මේකට යන්නේ network එක විතරයි. ඒ ඉන්න internet අපේ data හැම කැපෙන්නේ. When I click download PDF, so it will download this PDF from grade 8. That grade 8 PDF එක download. මේකට data කැපෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද මේක network එකේ service එකක්. It's not internet service. This is our local network service. So no data deduction will be there. That is the advantage, right? So through the local network, you can share videos, files, etc. Okay. So is there anybody having two computers with you? කාගේ ළඟ හරි computers දෙකක් හරි laptop එකකුයි computer එකකුයි හරි එහෙම තියනවද? Is there anyone having that? Because we can do Lanindu. Right, Lanindu, can you share the screen then? Of one computer, can you share the screen? තව අනිත් අයටත් සමීන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ තියෙනවා නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් නදුන්. Lakshya, Mesat, yes, anyone can do that, right? Okay, can you share the screen? I just want to show you. ඉස්සෙල්ලා පළවෙනි එක share කරන්න. I just want to show you that so you can share files using the server. That's all. Can you share it, please? Come on, I'm fed up of requesting these things again and again. Tihan, can you? Do you have two computers? No.
No, sir.
Robin? Nadul? No. Nadul, do you have computer or not? Not with you. Hello. Senuka, can you share the screen? Senuka, screen එක
Sir,
share.
I don't have two computers.
No, it's okay. One computer is enough. Just share the screen. මම එකකින් කරලා පෙන්නන්න. Do you have virtual machine? Virtual machine තියෙනවද? නැද්ද? VIR virtual PC. Tihan ගේ තියෙනවද virtual PC? Oracle virtual box තියෙනවනේ. You can use a virtual box, right? So what is the computer running there? Senuka, is it
Linux, sir.
Linux one? Linux again චුට්ටක් අමාරුයි කමන්න අපි try එකක් දෙමුකෝ බලන්න. සම්බා වලින් access කරන්න ඕන. Let's give a try. බලමු try එකක් දීලා බලමු. මටත් මතක නැහැ. ගොඩාක් කාලෙකින් කරේ නේ. Right, okay. Go to your C drive. C එකට යන්නකෝ. ඔක on වෙනකම්. Then create a folder there, C or D drive. D එකට යන්න, D එකට හරි D එකට යන්න. Create a folder. Create a new folder and put some files into that. Okay, put some content into that. Or new folder කියලා දාන්න නැත්නම් තනි නමක් දාමු. Okay, so now in your Windows computer, no, keep it as it is. Senuka. Linux එකකම තියන්නකො. Okay, log වෙලා තියන්න කමන්න. Just log into that and keep it. Go to your Windows computer. Right, in the Windows computer, go to the control panel. Go to the control panel, please. Control panel. Okay, then there you have network and sharing options. Network and sharing options. Back ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න අර small icon view එක දාන්නකො.
Sir, network and sharing center.
On network and sharing. ඒකේ තියෙනවා advanced sharing settings කියලා තියෙන change advanced sharing settings. Go to that. Right, ඔතන තියෙනවා turn on network discovery හරි. ඊළඟට private එකටත් යන්නකො. තුනේම හදන්න ඕන. Turn on network discovery, right? Okay. Turn on file and filter sharing, printer sharing. ඒකත් හරි. Turn හරි public එකටත් යන්න. Okay. ඊළඟ එකටත් යන්න all networks. ඒකේ දා ගන්න turn on sharing anyone in the network access right folders. Okay. Enable file sharing in the device. Okay. Palette enter. Turn on password protected sharing. Okay, save changes. අනිත් ඒවායිත් ඔක්කොම on ද තියෙන කියලා බලන්න. Hari neda? Turn on it in. Okay. Okay. Then go to your folder. Right now, sharing settings. We have created that. Go to your folder. Right click on there. Right click on the folder and go to the properties. Right. Then go to sharing. Go to advanced sharing. Advanced sharing. There, share this folder. Okay, share name is given. Okay. Permission, go to the permissions. Go to the permissions. There, yes, everyone is added. View the full control. Change, read and write. View the full control. Apply and click OK. Okay, advanced share. Okay, now you can see the share path. Can you see the share path? Desktop on share. Yes, click on share. Yes, click on the share. Copy that. That is also required. Yeah, okay. Now it is okay. Here also you can add everyone, right? Click here and add everyone. Choose the people to share with. Yes, everyone. Add. Uda තියෙන. Read විතරනේ තියෙන එකත් all done. Read එකත් write done. Read and write. Okay. Then click on share, right? Okay, this is how you do the configuration part. ඒකයි මම කිව්වේ everyone can do that, but you need to share. You need to share the screen. Otherwise, how can I help? නේද? මට magic කරන්න බෑනේ පුතේ. ඉතින් මට කරන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාලා share කරොත් උදව් කරන්න පුළුවන්. Then click on done. Done. යට තියෙන done එක. Okay, then okay, that is done. Click on apply. Click on apply. Then click on close. Okay, close it. Okay, next is like sometimes your firewall can block this thing. Therefore, can you turn on the firewall settings? Go to Windows and check firewall. Okay, can you see Windows firewall and protection? Under that, defender firewall, you can just click on that. So sometimes this is blocking, right? Not sure, but this is one thing that you can just think about. Then can you see advanced settings there? Advanced settings. Yeah. Temporarily, let's disable the firewall temporarily. Later we can turn on that, right? Just click on the advanced settings and disable the firewall temporarily. Isn't it loading? Firewall is on. I think we have to turn off that. Okay, the settings. I think you can see it now. You can go to the. Oh, this is actually showing this. No, close it. We don't want to impose any roles there. Just need to disable the firewall. Click on this domain network firewall. Click on this. Yes, you can just turn off the firewall. This is temporary, right? You have to again turn on this after this activity. Then go to the private network. I think the second one is private network. Go back. Click on the second type, the domain network, this private network. Yeah. So then just turn off that. Public network, you don't want to consider about that, but still you can, if you feel like that will block, you can turn off that as well. Later you need to turn on, right? For the public network. Okay. So what we have done, we have created a folder, and shared. And from the advanced sharing option, we have enabled password protected sharing. Yes, everything is done. Okay, done. Now go to the Linux computer. First of all, you need to check whether your Linux computer is in the same network as Windows computer. That is the challenge. To do that, go to the Linux terminal. Go to your Linux terminal. Okay, Nadun, I'll give you the chance. Go to your Linux terminal. Not the file there. It's like go to the apps and you can open the terminal there. Yes. Then search for terminal. Then type ifconfig, same command that we use for Mac. Terminal. Just type ter in our right. Okay, this is terminal. Okay. Just turn on that. There, please type ifconfig. Ifconfig. Same time, we go to the Windows machine and type ipconfig. Ifconfig. Okay, you can see, press enter, press enter. You can see your IP address. What is your Linux machine IP address? Others can also help me. If config. Okay, type ipconfig. So why is that? Enter. Oh, I think you have to install the net tools. Sudo apt install net tools, please. So you can see the command that is there. At a second line, net tools in the case. Palavani command devani line sudo apt install net tools. Copy that command and execute that. That is right click and paste. Right click and paste. Oh, right click and copy first. Then right click and paste. Yeah, sudo password. You need to give the password. Okay, let it install. It is installing. So that is the nature of Linux. Hari, api Windows wala IP එක බලමු. Go to your command prompt and type ipconfig there. Command prompt ipconfig. 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 What is that? ipconfig. What is your IP address? Your IP address is no, not this. I think you have connected to Wi-Fi, right? So if you are connected to Wi-Fi, the IP address is 192.168.1.101. That is route IP. ඒකට කියන්නේ අපි default gateway කියන්නේ route IP. ඔය තියෙන 101 තමයි ඔයාගේ IP. 101 is your IP. That 1.1 is route IP, right? The computers දෙකක් නැහැ කියලා සෙනුක කිව්වේ පට්ටපල් බොරු කියලා තේරෙනවනේ අනිත් අය. Senuka has a virtual machine and real machine, but he said he's not having two computers. That is false. So you have to be smarter, right? Now you are in which grade? You are in grade 9. You are in grade 9 and you are telling you don't have two computers. Grade 8 the 7 virtual machine. You know about this. Now your IP address is 192.168.1.101. Okay. Go and check your IP address ifconfig in Linux. Linux එකෙත් බලන්න. ඔය විදිහටමද තියෙන්නේ කියලා. එවනම් Linux computer එකයි ඔයාගේ එකයි එකම network එකේ තියෙන්නේ. ifconfig. It's working now නේ හරිනේ. ඔය Linux එකේ මොකක්ද IP එක? Not that. That is your local IP. අර ඊට උඩින් තියෙන එකේ තමයි IP එක තියෙන්නේ. inet එක තියෙන්නේ. inet එක තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද 10.2.15 ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාගේ ළඟින්වත් යන IP එකක් නැහැනේ your computer and Linux computer both are not in the same network therefore you can't share ඕන නම් ඔයා බලන්න උතන ping type ping space now type your route IP එක ඕනෙත් නැහැ UIP type කරන්න බෑ 192.168.1.101 නේ paste කරන්න බැරි වෙයි කොහොමද type කරන්න වෙයි 192.168.1.100 මට මතකයි නේ වාට වැඩි පුතේ ඔය කරේ paste කරන්න එපා කියද්දි paste කරා type the command again ping space 192.168.1 don't be lazy 168.1.101 Okay, you are getting some messages, right? Okay, good. You are getting some messages. Control C to cancel. That means you have some kind of link with that machine. Still, you are getting the routed. That means you have the connection. But that you can just change this. Go to the machine, Pute. Go to the machine. Machine menu. In the machine menu, උඩ තියෙන machine කියලා menu එක. නෑ, මේ වගේ virtual box එකේ Oracle virtual box එකේ තියෙන. එතන දැන් යන්න බලන්න devices menu එකට. Go to the devices menu. There go to the network. ඒකේ යන්න network settings. Go to the network settings. So change network settings to you have NAT no. NAT is basically routing. NAT එකේදී වෙන්නේ. So let me explain. In NAT, what will happen? You have a different IP address, and Windows computer will have a different IP address. When you try to connect the Windows computer, you are routing. You are not switching. You are not directly connecting. Instead of that, you are going to your NAT and translate the IP address and connecting. That is not a very good method to network these computers. If you want to network these computers, I think better you connect bridging. Can you connect bridge adapter? Yes. Okay. Let's see what will happen after bridging, right? Okay, click OK. Click OK now. Right. So try to type ifconfig again. ifconfig again. If not, disable the adapter and reconnect again, then you can see something. Enter. What is your IP address? Now your IP address, see 192.168.1.102. Can you see the IP address now? inet කියලා තියෙන. Now with the bridging you got a close IP address. Now actually this one and this one you can see both are in the same network. Why? Because see the net mask. Net mask is 255.255.255.0. Here also the net mask is 255.255.255.0. So when you have the similar net mask, so you will get, so still you don't know how to calculate the network IP, but I will teach you, not now, later, when you are learning advanced concept, I will teach you. Just using AND gate, you can AND this IP with the subnet mask IP and find the network IP. But that will be there in like CCNA and some CCNA unknown. ඊට කලින් ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. Net mask එකක් කොහොමද AND කරන්න කියලා. But at least you need to step into O levels. Then I'll teach you, right? Anyway, you can see this IP address are closer enough. The IP address again. These IP addresses are neighbors. Now you can connect this directly. Okay. What you need to do is here in the Linux, go to Conquer. Conquer, KAN කියලා Conquer කියලා එකක් පා ගන්න පුළුවන්ද බලන්න Linux එක. Check whether you have Conquer. Conquer. K type කරන්න KON. Conquer. Method. No, you don't have conquer there. Then try to use internet. Please go to internet. Internet. And then you have this. Okay, ethylene යනවට වැඩිය not that. So can you go to බලන්න Nautilus තියෙනවද Nautilus තියෙනවද කියලා බලන්න NOU Nautilus ඒකත් නෑ වගේ එහෙම සම්බ ක්ලයන්ට් එකක් දාන්න වෙයි. අපි යමුකෝ මේකට යන්නකෝ. the network එකට යන්න. Just go to the network. Let's see the general options in the network. Can you see the shares? No, you don't have. Files and folders කියන එකට යන්න. Just go to files and folders. Okay, folders කියලා තියෙන files කියලා තියෙන. Let's go to that. Okay. Yeah, minimize this for the moment. What I minimize කරනවා. Terminal you can minimize. Okay, can you go to the network there? එතන පල්ලා network කියලා එකක් ඇති බලන්න තියෙනවා. Method. No, trash. Other locations. Can you go to other locations and see? Network, yes. Searching for network locations. Okay, Windows network there. Windows network. Actually, this is bit advanced, right? In single medium students, I did like how to access a Windows share from Windows computer. Now, actually, we are trying to access a Windows share from Linux computer. Double click on the Windows network. Double click on that. Isn't it opening? What it says. Okay, unable to sail to retrieve the distance of no such one. Close it. Okay. Try to double click again. Oh yes, you have to install the Samba service seems. So there is a way of accessing that, but the thing is like you have to install another service, right? So that is called Samba. This is actually why the reason is basically right. The reason is the Linux is directly not supporting that actually. So one thing is like next day try to install Conquer. So in go to Google there. Firefox වලට යන්නකෝ. Firefox වලට ගිහලා Google website එකට යන්න. උඩම තිබ්බ Firefox. So you can type Conquer in searching, then you can find that Conquer and install. That is one thing, or you can install Nautilus. So one of these options need to, that is GUI tool. ඒක නැත්තම් වට CLI තමයි දාගන්න වෙන්නේ. I'll keep that to the next day. Anyway, you have checked the connection, you know how to set up now. So you know how to create the machine, that is even enough. Search for Conquer. Now, Conquer කියලා එන්නේ. QUER Conquer. Conquer. KONQUMN.
So I send it to the chat.
Tihan has sent it to the chat. Conquer. Konqueror. Konqueror. Conqueror. Within Conqueror. Yeah, that you need to browse and that you need to search and download, right? So install that. Not the first tool, like a freelance market එකක් වෙන එකක්. ඒක නෙමෙයි. වැරදිව ගන්න එපා. ඔය Conquer කියලා ආයෙ වැරදි එකක් හොයාගෙන ඉන්න. හරි. කලින් හොයපු එක දැන් Conqueror කියලානේ මම කිව්වේ. ඔය වැරදි එකක් හොයාගෙන ඉන්නේ Conquer. So I think Rihana send it to the chat, right? මේ පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් ඒක තව QUEREROR කියලා එනවා Conqueror. ඒක download කරගන්න හිමීට. හරි මම ඔන්න එවුවා. So please download that and then you can install that into the Linux. After that you can connect to the Windows share using Conqueror, right? That is a web browser, but you can use that to access the share. Right? Install that and then. Okay, who else created this share? Who else created this? So who else having two computers? I can help you quickly. Within 1 minute, can you share? Quickly share, Nadun. I think you have connected using another copy. This is your mobile phone, is it? All right, you have already done that, and okay, you are connecting using your mother's computer. And yes, that is how, and yes, PDF can be downloaded. Just look. Windows share, file sharing. File sharing not karana pulum, but you need to have two Windows computers, right? You need to have two Windows computers, then you can share files between these networks. Directly share. You can copy and paste files. You can just access the files and folders in Windows. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? You need to try, Pute. So without trying, you can't. Right? You can't do that without trying. So trying is very important here. Okay, then. So I'll keep that to you. So what you need to do, Tihan, don't you have this virtual machine in your computer?
No, sir.
No. Then you need to set up that, right? Mesat get the virtual machine. Shamin get the.
No, sir.
Rovino?
No, sir.
Rovino get the. Nadun get the virtual machine. I can. Kali the thing. Come on, Kali on Karagan. Windows 10. Windows 17 on. Is it working? Windows 7? No. Okay, in Kali also you can do the similar way. Windows share so let's create the Windows share. Windows share go to your desktop. In Windows machine, go to your desktop. Then create a folder, desktop or C D drive. Go to D drive. D drive. Then create a folder. Right? Create a folder. Then go to properties. Go to properties of that folder. Go to the properties of that folder. Then select sharing. Go to advanced sharing. Go to advanced sharing. Share this folder. Share this folder. Okay, the share name is given. From the permission, click on the permissions. From that, please add everyone. Yes, click yes, everyone. That is okay, already added. Click allow, allow allow all. Yes, click apply and click OK. Right, good. Then again apply and OK. Right, then go to the share option. and check whether everyone is added there. If not, please add everyone from the drop down. From the drop down, add everyone. Add. After that, give all the permissions here. Only read permission is there. Give all the permissions. Read, write, share. Okay, close. Now go to the control panel and check whether. Go to the control panel. Check whether sharing and security options of your control panel. Sharing and අර ඔයාලා දාගෙන ඉන්න view එකෙන් තමයි පුතේ ඔය ප්‍රශ්නේ එන්නේ. ඔය view එක category දාගන්නේ නැතුව දාගන්නකො small icons කියලා. So put the small icons there. එතන නෙවෙයි. Back. අයිය හදිස්සිය. Check small icons, then all you can see all the large icons. Then you can see this file and folder sharing easily. Sharing and sharing network and sharing center. Go to the network and share. There you can go to the advanced change sharing settings. There select turn on public folder sharing. Okay. Turn on. Okay. තව උඩට යන්න තව තියෙනවා හදන්න. Private networks වලටත් ඒක හදන්න. Okay, ඒක හරි. Public networks බලන්න guest and public. හරි. Save the changes. Okay, done. Now sharing is done. I think you have created the share. Everything is okay. Now go to the Linux computer and check whether you can see the Windows share. That is what you need to do next. Go to the file manager and go to the network and check whether. Go to the file manager, go to the network and check whether you can see the Windows. Otherwise, you also need to install SMB or the Samba. There, please go to the network. Browse network. Can you check? Okay, Windows network. Double click and see. Check whether you have set the network settings. හදලාද බලන්න bridge කරලා. Devices menu. Network settings. Network settings and check whether it is bridged. Yeah, bridge කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Okay. Isn't it listing? Windows network එකම යන්නේ නැද්ද? Isn't it move into the network? Seems not. Conca තියෙනවද? Can you check whether Conca is there? Conca is a browser, right? Web browser එකක් Conca කියන්නේ. Firefox එකේ sure නෑ මට. නෑනේ. යන්න බලන්න මේකට Firefox වලට යන්න බලන්න. Let's try. Go to Firefox, then type remote colon forward slash remote colon forward slash remote colon te colon forward slash. Then type the share address. Enter කරන්න බලන්න නිකන්. Just enter. Don't search it. Just press enter. Check whether it's working. Press enter. Or the four, like you can see there is an arrow in front of that. You can put this arrow. Can you hear me? This arrow, what I'm meaning is this. Okay, anyway, so just give a try. I think you cannot hear me, it seems, right? Don't know why. Right, you have to try to connect this remote colon. Will just give you some option just to share. But in Mac OS, there is a way of doing that. When the Mac OS is there, you can go to the here and then go. Then you have option called go connect to a server. Right there, you can type here the Samba server address SMB colon after installing Samba. Right after installing Samba service, you can just type the IP address of that computer this way, SMB colon // then the IP address of the Windows computer. After that, you can access the folders. Try that, but before that, you need to install SMB service into Linux or Kali. I would like if you can try that and send the screenshot to the. So this is the way that you are accessing finally. So first of all, please try that and send the. If you are success, please send the screenshots to the group, then others can follow. Okay, I'll stop from here. Then good night. Please give a try. Send us the screenshot, right? Okay, good night. Bye.